Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. If you originally started following me because of trading, we are back and it feels good to be back. So here's what's been happening. I took some time off to straight go on a losing streak. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Since February 28th, since the Iran war has kicked off and has been going on, I have 100%, well, more like 97%, 95% been on a losing streak. It's not been pretty. It's not been good. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I mean. Here's my stats right now. Not good. Very, very not good. See. Yeah, thanks, bud. Great tips. So here's what's been happening. Discipline. That's what's been happening. I've been getting better at some things. I've also been getting worse. My execution, my reasoning for getting into the trade has not been good. I have struggled with my strategy and figuring it out. So we're changing that. You can see here, let's see what this last month looks like. Oh, yeah. So, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Some losses, some more losses. I don't think I traded before on this account. No, must have been on a different one. I've blown one account since my time off. I actually just sat down and recorded this, and it came out to an hour and 50 minutes long because I ended up taking a little trade in between to kind of show what I have been working on, which is tightening up my strategy. So we'll briefly go into that real quick over here. I got in right around over here. My stop loss is up here. Nope, that's my trade I took this morning on this from some FOMO, which we'll touch on in a second. So here's where we're at on this one. You can see I almost got stopped out. I've been sitting here waiting all through this time talking about it. It's just taking way too long. I'm going to go ahead and go over why I got into this. I got into this trade right here real quick on my funded account. I lost $100, and that was because of FOMO. I got in right around here. I was trading with Riley Coleman this morning because I think that his discipline and his wisdom is chef's kiss. But I kind of was doing some stuff with my kids this morning, and he was looking to hop into a trade. I FOMO'd, and then I shouldn't have done that. Goes against the discipline that I was just talking about. I'm a human being. I'm not perfect. I recognize what I did there immediately. I didn't trade anymore, take any more trades. That's the trade for the day. Over here, I initially took a trade this morning thinking that we were going to break out and continue down. We did, and targeted these actual lows rather than projecting past it, because we did go past, as you can see, not quite where I was. I was probably more a little bit closer to that too. So we were pretty close. I thought we were going to hit for a minute, and then these news ripped in and completely yanked against me pretty hard. So that wasn't very cool, but I went ahead and used a little bit of a breakout volatility mindset that I learned earlier in, and this is where it got me thinking. I hopped in. It's not sustainable right here, this move. Unless you're a breakout trader, then in a volatility, like, granted, I knew what I was risking. I was risking the $70. That would have been my two trades for the day. $140 loss is what I'm willing to lose in a day, and I'm looking to double that minimum, and that's not what happened here. So, well, it did happen after the second one, because I took that trade a little bit after this huge pump, and I kind of saw it come back down right here. I was like, man, that volume, I don't know. The time that it was, you know what I mean? I'm just sitting here looking. I'm gonna take that shot. So I took it. It went well in my favor. Made a little $70, which, as you can see, is the first that I've actually made. These are my perimeters that I have locked. I only take 3 trades on the account for the day. It'll lock me out, which is what happened. Liquidate and block. I like on TopStepX now, you can come preset your lock settings for the day. Super important. I think that this has saved me tremendously. I'm exclusively on TopStepX right now because of these perimeters, and I've just had the best overall experience with them, and gotten payouts and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at right now. Now, as far as my execution and what's going on, I'm going to come over here and bring up a trading view for a second so you can see what's going on here. You can see my indicators. I'm rocking the FEG by Nephew Sam, liquidity sweep for previous day high and low, which it did get swept. We can see the high got swept, which is what gave me an indication to pay attention up here. Then I got the power of 3 over here. We're paying attention to the 4-hour movement, and then the change of character pattern by Big Beluga. And basically what I'm thinking here that I'm going to start paying attention to is I'm looking for a change of character, and then I'm looking for this fair value gap here, which this happened after this little trade I was in earlier, but like you got me thinking like, okay, we'll look for this change of character right here, right? And then so this change of character happens. We're looking for this fair value gap. Then we would look for this half fill basically off of this change of character comes up. Boom. So I'm going to be looking for this right here to get half filled, the one that came off of that initial breakout and where we had the change of character. And then so we'll take that fill, and then from there we would basically come in and where'd it go? Dude, all my tools seem so weird. I've been on my phone for so long. Where's my long position at? I thought it was right freaking here. This is crazy. This looks so much different. Did it change? It looks different. It just doesn't look this way that it used to. What? Why is it yellow? What is happening right now? Dude, what in the world is going on with these bandito colors? Alright, look. Sort of come up halfway here. So basically, what we would be looking for is you would set the stop. You know, I mean, really, this is kind of an extreme right here. This is kind of extreme move. If you're going for a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3 or a 1 to 4, I think the dude I learned from, he's doing stuff like that. And you'd be risking a pretty small amount under this. You know, if it comes down and taps into this, that's just nasty. But you basically be tapping into that, and that's kind of the idea that I am trying to bounce off of. So you're basically looking for a change of character, and then we're just looking to see which way it goes and how it plays out. So that's kind of where I'm at with things and where things are. Let's see how we're looking out here. I'm sorry again. So I might be in the game on this one still. You know, what I was looking for was this initial change of character that took place over here, and yeah, it's looking like it might play out, which is what I thought. Is what I said earlier. I'm not going to play the hour 40-minute video, but I was like, look, man, we came up here, we swept this liquidity, we displaced above, which, you know, the daily previous was 7440. So we were around this area right here. We swept it with displacement. We came back down. We tried to retest. Nope. Tried to retest. Couldn't get above. Tried to get above. Couldn't do it. Here we kind of had a slight change of character right here. And we're starting to like, okay, this is actually the change of character right here where it spiked up. But if you see, like, we're still following this overall freaking trend. So like we go back to the 15 and we start looking here, the reset chart. It's like we're in this heavy consolidation, like downtrend to this consolidation, but we're not completely outside of moving up. We're just kind of pausing here, and it could be because the news are trying to wait and figure out what's going on. But the overall idea is we're still playing into this like potential idea that we're going to come down here and kind of retest this zone a little bit, and before moving up or before finding a way to continue down. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So that's kind of where my head was at up here. I looked for the first fill off of a fair value gap, and I kind of wanted to be more higher off this other one and put my stop up a little bit higher, but I didn't do that. I'm working on the execution, and that's kind of what I'm here explaining. Is I think I'm at the point to where I understand my psychological disadvantages. I understand what I've been doing wrong, and how I've been trading is very emotionally and from a gambler's perspective. And I started out as a breakout trader, and I will be a breakout trader at times if I see volatility in the market and I'm just willing to take that shot. Then I know what I'm risking and I know what I'm going for, and I'm at the point where I'm not moving my stop loss anymore. I'm not moving anything other than my take profit and my trail, because if we do shoot way past, like earlier, had I been managing this trade and not been emotional and just let it, not emotional, but not been systematic and said, hey man, this might shoot up higher, let's go for a 2x and then trail up. But this was a really extreme move, and you can see we're just kind of getting this rip factor here. It's kind of hard to trade this stuff when we're trading news, and the war information and everything is just at a very, very, very volatile point. But yes, if you are into trading and you have been here following me from before because of trading, I appreciate you sticking around and being here. I appreciate so much this journey I am on, and I am glad that I have not given up. I feel like I'm finally at a point to where things are starting to click, and I just want to share my journey and this side of things, because this is how I started with content creation on YouTube with trading, and I got a little bit nervous and intimidated because of the guru stuff I went through, and really found out how a lot of these traders are making their money, and a lot of them are not good traders. A lot of them are mediocre, some are decent, some are phenomenal, but the ones who are really great usually aren't. I'm not going to get into all of that. Just do your homework and pay attention on the guru mentality of trading, and make sure that who you're following is reputable, transparent, and open and honest about where they put their money, and if their P&L is true or if it's not. Just really pay attention to those things and make sure that you're not wasting away your money. Pro tip, I am using Top Step X. I don't know if I have a link that you can use or not to sign up. I'll look and see. I don't know if I have affiliate. I don't know how all that works and stuff. I'm just getting into it. And I will tell you this, I will be very transparent. If I make money from trading and I put it into an account or trade, I will be fully transparent. I will be 100%, whether I win or lose, whether I'm making money or losing money, you will know that for sure. So if you do use any of my codes ever or anything like that, just know that you will have an honest version of me always, and I will always be authentic, and I will always tell you the truth. I'm here to help you push forward to be a better trader, to be a better individual, to be a better human being, to be a better significant other, to be a better partner, to be a better dad, to be just better. I'm here to help encourage you to get out of your comfort zone. I'm here to encourage you to not be afraid to take risks. I'm here to put the ideology of investing and making money. One other thing that has really benefited from this is I now invest about 20% of my income into monthly investments, daily investments, weekly investments. So I am investing constantly instead of spending my money on these prop firms and spending a lot of money. I have figured out how I can execute on a combine account that will earn me the availability to go into a funded account, and then when I have the funded account, protect them, look for good setups, which I did not do this morning. I did not protect that. I absolutely made a FOMO decision, and I stand behind it. It's okay. I took the risk. I knew the risk. I'm not blowing accounts, guys. I'm not blowing accounts more. I've blown one account, maybe two in this whole time since I've taken a break off over these last 2-3 months. Now before that, I was blowing, sometimes 3 to 5 accounts a month. I don't want to give all my money to these prop firms. I want to make money with the prop firms. You know what I'm saying? Like the idea, this is why I like the idea of Lucid, is like I want to be a good enough trader that I can make you money for trading your money, and I can make money from your money because you believe in me and my skill set and what I've learned over the years. A doctor does not show up to the operating table knowing how to operate after 2 years. Right? It takes a long time, it takes a lot of discipline, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication, and to learn the skill set. It's the same thing here with trading. We're doing one of the hardest things in the world that you could possibly do. It is very psychological. It is a reflection of yourself in the mirror. Here is what you're looking at whenever you're trading and becoming a trader and stepping into these markets. The uncertainty, the news, the volatility. Sure, maybe the market does certain things. Maybe it's predictable at times, but in unpredictable and uncertain times, I have found that it is ever-changing, and you need to have an open mind, and you need to learn how to flow in a different flow state for different scenarios. And that's what I'm here learning. That was a pretty big whip down to the downside. Like I said, the other video was like an hour 45, and it just kind of was ranting and talking too much. And I really kind of want to keep this short. Right now I'm sitting here at about 14 minutes, and I think I've got a couple more. We might not let this trade play out fully, but I will put the result at the end of it. I was really getting in the last video to show that, hey, I'm starting to understand why I'm executing and why I'm getting into trades. Whether I'm wrong or right, I'm stepping into the next phase of trading, and I'm at a point where I'm comfortable documenting my progress and sharing it with you. I also have my community heavily weighted with keywords for bullying and just negative mindset and treating each other poorly and like beating them down and stuff. We're not going to do any of that here. We're not going to be bashing people for their journey and where they're at in it, or blowing accounts and doing all that. We are here to support. We're here to uplift. We're here to learn. We just don't want to put negative stuff in the world, really. There's enough of that already, and there's enough negativity in trading as it is, even with yourself. So I'm not really here to encourage those things. I'm here to help you find a systematic, mechanical approach to a very emotional transaction. That's what I want to do, and that's what I want to help you and myself with. And maybe this will allow us to be better humans and better people, because you can't be a trader and not work on yourself, because it reveals things about you. It shows things about who you are in the moment, whether you're disciplined, whether you're patient. Like watching this from before, even though I'm on a practice account, I don't view it as a practice account. A combine, a practice account, and a funded account, they're all the same to me. The funded account needs to be protected more. But if it is the same system and I'm doing the same thing on all of them, then I don't need to protect it from anybody but myself. Because when I hit the trade, I'm only risking $70 to make $140. So if anything outside of those perimeters take place, then I have failed my system. My system has not failed me. So that's where I'm at. I hope that this has been informational and maybe giving you some insight. Like I said, if you're one of my original followers, thank you for being here. I love you so much. I feel so blessed and incredibly fortunate to be able to live the life that I do. And I want to be able to help encourage more of the world to live free, to create content, to do whatever, not live inside of a box. Don't worry about a niche. Just make a playlist and just offer people value and be good, and hopefully people will like you for who you are and what value you bring to the world, and not what you do necessarily. Because I think that there's a lot of individuals that have a lot that we could benefit from each other if we come at it from a place of less ego and more humble and with more love. And there's enough violence in the world, dude. I'm an infantryman, I know all about that. We don't need to circle around that. But what we do need to do is show up to the charts, be a better trader, challenge ourselves consistently, put our best foot forward, and be okay with failure. Be okay with falling down and getting back up, picking yourself up, brushing yourself off, realizing that you're a human being, that we're going to make those mistakes, and we're going to make mistakes that make us better and help transform us into the human being that we want to be. So stick with me. If you're into this kind of content, hit the like button, subscribe, sit down for a while, join the community. If you're getting into trading, or if I've encouraged you to think about it, then think about it. Start Googling, start researching, start YouTubing. It's a great resource. You don't really need to pay for anything, and like I said, thanks for being here, supporting the channel, supporting me, believing in what I'm doing, or simply giving me your time. It's very appreciated. I don't take it for granted, and I'm going to try to continue to grow and be a better version of myself and commit to being a positive light in the world. So yeah, go get you an account. Make sure you set up your risk perimeters. If you want me to cover any videos or to talk about anything that I have going on here, just let me know in the comments. Like I said, I'll update you on this, and we'll see what the overall was at the end. Alright traders, have a good day. Stay curious, stay humble, find your system. Much love.